and gnarly carnage all running on PlayStation 5 Pro.
Whoa, whoa, what? Was that a jetpack?
Since creating the looter-shooter genre nearly 16 years ago, we've continued to refine the formula, delivering better loot, greater freedom, and endless mayhem. And with Borderlands 4, we've pushed things even further.
This is hands down our best Borderlands ever. All new movement, abilities, bigger and badder enemies, and a brand new planet, all in service of making you feel like a total badass.
It's the perfect entry point for new players, with incredible new places and a great story. And for our longtime Borderlands fans, we're throwing back to our more grounded tone, while pushing gameplay ahead further than ever before. This is the culmination of years of hard work from my teammates across the Gearbox studios. So enough talk, let's get it. This is Borderlands 4.
Okay, I'm a bit worried. I'll be honest. That's cool. I like that feature. That's gonna be fucking awesome.
Borderlands is an unforgiving sci-fi universe where life is cheap and
Guys, it's
guns
me.
are plentiful. You play as a Vault Hunter, a badass mercenary with powerful abilities called action skills.
I already know who I'm
Today
choosing.
I'm playing as Vex, our new siren.
Vax
She
or
wields
Vex?
supernatural phase energy to devastating effect. She can use that energy to empower herself, or channel it to conjure deadly minions that fight alongside her.
And because everything's better in co-op, I'm joining as Rafa, a former TDR soldier who wears an experimental exosuit. He can destruct an arsenal of weapons, like the razor-sharp arc knives.
These are two of our 4 new Vault Hunters that you can play at launch.
You can play at launch?
Borderlands 4 takes place on Kairos, an all-new planet steeped in conflict. For thousands of years, the Timekeeper kept the planet hidden, controlling its inhabitants with bolts, cybernetic implants fused to their spines. Anyone who stepped out of line was brutally crushed by his army of synthetic soldiers known as the Order.
That is until 6 years ago when Elpis showed up. This rogue moon was teleported away from Pandora at the end of Borderlands 3 by the legendary Vault Hunter Lilith. When it reappeared across the galaxy, it crashed into the protective veil around Kairos. The results were devastating. A planet-wide cataclysmic event that disrupted the Timekeeper's perfect order.
Now people all across Kairos have started rising up, some even ripping out their bolts, and chunks of their brain along with it.
Here it comes!
That's the situation our Vault Hunters have crash-landed into. A planet ready to explode,
That
and
looks
you're
cool.
the spark. As you explore, you'll meet a cast of incredible characters. Fan favorites return, like Zane and Moxie.
Nice.
You'll also meet new friends like Rush.
And as always, Claptrap is along for the ride.
Yo, it's Claptrap!
Last but not least is Echo 4. This helpful drone follows you everywhere, hacking Order tech, scanning the environment, and
I don't
helping
like
guide
that.
you to objectives.
That's very Navi-esque.
But enough of all that. Let's get into the game.
Thanks to our improved lobby system,
looks
it's
cool.
easier than ever to join up with your friends on the fly.
I want to play it
With
now.
crossplay at launch, you can play with your friends on any platform.
What?
Today, we're venturing into Terminus Range, a frigid, mountainous region.
This is just one of the 4 zones on Kairos that you can seamlessly explore. There's next to no loading time, just endless looting and shooting mayhem.
For our current mission, we need to break into a secret black
Is
site
that
located
healing?
deep in the mountains. One of the Timekeeper's generals, Vile Lichter, has been conducting grotesque experiments on locals. It's up to us to stop him.
I'm
All right,
conflicted.
let's get moving. Here I'm using Glide, one of our new movement abilities.
Glide?
Along with dash, double jump, climbing, and point grapple, these make getting around more fun and add a ton of utility to combat.
As you traverse, you'll uncover a vast and beautiful world. And to bring Kairos to life, We've introduced dynamic weather and events, so you constantly have new things to discover.
There's also plenty of local wildlife to contend with, like these Kratch, flying beasts who attack in flocks.
So they're just the Ratch, but with a K.
Here we've come across
The guns
Silo,
sound good.
one of several new activities in Borderlands 4.
You'll naturally discover short gameplay experiences like this all across Kairos. There's no need to pick up a mission first. These are auto-granted and tracked on your HUD.
Silos house old, decommissioned order tech that you can hijack for the Crimson Resistance.
With the help of Echo 4, we'll hack into their network and release the communications balloon.
Wait, that's the... Oh. I don't know, man.
Now that we're in charge, we can fast travel to the silo. And as a bonus, it's revealed the approximate location of a vault key fragment. We can collect these fragments to unlock a hidden vault, a high-level dungeon with challenging combat and serious loot.
Let's get after it.
I'm gonna save judgment for the end. But
Another
just
nice
know I'm
thing
not
about
happy so
silos is
far.
you can zip line up and take off. And if that's not fast enough for you, you can always pull out your personal vehicle, the Digirunner. Just hop on, hit boost, and get rolling.
You can customize the body, paint job, and even how it handles.
And because this is Borderlands, you best believe it has guns.
That'd be kind of stupid
As
if
you
it didn't have
traverse,
guns,
you'll
to be
encounter
honest.
a host of dynamic events. From order patrols to world bosses, there's always something to shoot and loot.
All right, we're coming up on an order outpost. Let's see the new movement abilities in action.
Okay.
Chaining our new traversal abilities together makes combat more dynamic than ever. You can dash in and out of melee attacks, dodge projectiles, or quickly reposition to gain an advantage.
Now, I know that there's a vault fragment around here somewhere, but we've got a mission to get back to. Let's pull out Echo 4 to show us where to go.
We're meeting up with none other than the Tigra of Partali herself, Amara. She's a former vault hunter and exotic pet sitter from Borderlands 3. She came to Kairos in search of Lilith and is now helping us take down the Timekeeper.
As long as...
Don't whine at me, Hermes. We'll play in a moment, huh? Ugh, you agree to pet sit for a few weeks, and the next thing you know, you're having full conversations with animals.
You don't use security like that unless you've got something to hide. This must be the path to the black side.
Agreed. But if Lilith is on the other side, I don't mind some property destruction.
She looks great.
Ooh, your specialty. Please, be my guest.
Come, let's throw some light on this black site of his. This place is crawling with creeps. Clear them out.
Co-op has always been at the heart of Borderlands, and we put a ton of work into making it better than ever. Our improved lobby was just the start. You can also set your own campaign difficulty independently of the rest of the party. This
That's
way,
cool.
everyone can tune the experience to their liking.
And you don't have to worry about loot ninjas stealing your drops, as loot is always instanced for each player. Plus, if you ever get split up, you can easily fast travel to your friends.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
two-player split screen returns so you can enjoy couch co-op. Regardless of how you play, we just want you to be able to hang with your buddies and have a great time.
Tim! Tim!
What the hell is that?
That is Tim.
Everyone else heard the talking creep, right?
Tim feels like the product of Lictor's twisted mind. Another of his experiments. If he's doing this to creeps, I shudder to think what he's doing to Lilith. We need to get inside. That air vent. Let's check it out. Hermes is really creeped out in here. Not me, obviously. Hermes.
Now that we're in the black site, let's take a moment to talk about loot. In Borderlands 4, each piece of gear comes from one of 8 manufacturers with their own characteristics and trademarks. There's Jacobs,
Okay.
friendly black powder weapons, the elemental expertise of Maliwan,
Okay.
Vladoff, who solve lower accuracy with more bullets,
I'm okay with this.
the toss to reload Tedior,
Tedior.
or Torg with explosions.
I like Torg.
We also have 3 new ones. The Order with powerful charge and release blasts, fully auto rippers, and the reliable, easy-to-use Daedalus, which can use multiple ammo types.
But that's just the start. We've introduced an all-new licensed parts system. This allows for behaviors and abilities from multiple manufacturers to spawn in a single weapon. For instance,
Hyperion?
this flat-off assault rifle features a Torg mag, Hyperion shield, and a Maliwan elemental switch,
Okay.
meaning it shoots fast and explodes things.
Okay.
The higher the rarity, the more parts that can randomly spawn, creating wilder and wilder loot.
And that's before even getting into alt-fire modes, underbarrels, and elemental damage.
The possibilities are truly endless.
To support playing with your favorite manufacturer, we've added enhancements. This new type of gear replaces artifacts and provides bonuses to specific manufacturers. Take my current enhancement. It adds a kill bonus to all guns with Daedalus parts, along with more reload speed and critical damage. This lets you min-max your build around your favorite manufacturer, immediately turning just okay guns into amazing weapons.
Okay.
Finally, we've heard your feedback, and we've overhauled our drop rates and loot across the game. We've worked hard to make sure all our gear feels better than ever, while also making rarity matter again. This makes for our most satisfying loot chase ever. And at the top of everything are legendaries. These have always had unique effects that you won't find on any other piece of gear. But in Borderlands 3, they drop too often. This not only devalued legendaries, it made everything feel less valuable. In our new system, not only do all guns feel great, but now legendaries will truly be special events. We've added the magic back to our loot chase, and we know you'll love grinding all that great gear on Kairos.
I like that.
But let's get back to combat so I can show you my favorite thing, Ordnance. This is the new gear slot for grenades and heavy weapons like rocket launchers.
That's cool.
Instead of taking up a gun slot and ammo, Ordnance now has cooldown timers. No more saving the big guns for boss fights. Now you can blow stuff up as often as you want.
Before we go further, let's talk a little bit about action skills. Every Vault Hunter has a set of 3 unique action skills. These are class-defining abilities with devastating effects. Up until now, I'd been using Incarnate to deliver powerful phase blasts. But let's switch it up to Phase Familiar and pull out Trouble. As you can see, each action skill has its own branching skill tree, giving you more build freedom than ever before.
Okay.
On top of passive skills, you can further customize action skills with augments and capstones. These are socketed enhancements that add new behaviors and functions to your action skill.
Different builds completely change how combat plays out, resulting in near endless freedom to experiment. You can swap unlock augments or capstones on the fly, or completely respec your skill trees at hubs around Kairos.
This gives us a chance to talk about traits. Each Vault Hunter has a unique passive ability called
Vex.
a trait.
That's
For
her name.
Vex, her action skills attune to the element of her equipped weapon. So by swapping guns, I can change Trouble's damage from kinetic to shock, fire, or any other elemental type.
That's kind of
And
cool.
also, you can pet the cat.
That's dope.
Dead end. Or is it? Let's see where this vent takes us.
You can pet the cat.
God.
Yeah.
Are those test tubes?
I like that. Ground pound. Glad we're bringing it back. Is that Jacob's? That is so a Jacob's pistol. There's no way it's not. It might not be, actually. Never mind.
I'm down. But thankfully, our fight for your life mechanic makes a return. Of course, I could have avoided it in the first place if I had just used my ref kit. This new piece of gear provides health and other buffs, like temporarily boosting my elemental damage, rate of fire, or movement speed.
I'm almost afraid to ask what's in the tube.
Oh, look at these guys. Are those crystals growing out of them?
By the way, if you're looking to experience the story again or just grind for loot, we've added full mission and boss replay. That's right, no more save loading to run bosses. Now you can return to the arena and use Moxie's big encore machine to spawn another run.
That's
But we'll talk
actually
more
really
about
cool.
Endgame later. For now, let's jump ahead and show you something truly badass.
A vault
In
monster?
Borderlands 4, our bosses are bigger and better than ever, putting all your new skills, gear, and abilities to the ultimate test.
Whoa, 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 spoilers! That's enough of that for now. But we look forward to showing you much more this June at our first hands-on gameplay event.
And from everyone at Gearbox, thank you for joining us.
What does their chat have to say? What is everyone in chat saying? L cover art, L W3, W hype, L uninspired, GTA 6, L W. Yeah, people are saying L can't hang. L W. So it's a mix of both. Is what I'm saying. Is a mix of both. Let's see if we can scroll up. Bro looks like a cyberpunk character. Yeah. Day one baby GTA OMG.
Borderlands 4, and if you're watching or listening to this after the fact, well, we just watched the Borderlands 4 State of Play, and we're going to talk
Huge
about
L.
it now, plus a bunch of other news about Ghost of Yote and the Until.
Oh,
Always
that's
gotta-
that is my child.
Your
That is
child.
my
Lower the
child.
price, W in my
Okay, so
opinion.
the
But where's
modicum of respect
Steve?
he deserves.
People saying
Clearly,
L
you have
can't.
some
Okay, yeah.
expectations for
Hope they
Borderlands.
pull
You
it
two are both
off.
seasoned Vault Hunters. I'm
W
curious what you
GTA
think.
6.
What's your read on Borderlands 4? Are you excited? Are you surprised?
go up a
Are
bit.
you let down? Nick, let me hear what you think.
Yeah, I am excited for sure. We were saying this when we were watching it. It feels like they took some of the best parts of Destiny.
Salvador
into
confirmed.
Borderlands, and it
That
just
is
makes
what
me a lot of
bothers me.
fun. I'm glad that local co-op is back because that's something that I definitely want to try out with the next one. But yeah, I'm sold. Simple as that.
Why do we got Drake Bell up here?
Jada, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, I've been
Just
keeping
kidding,
my eye
just
on this
kidding.
one. This has definitely been on my radar since it was announced, and I really like the new mobility tools that they've given us in this one.
Okay. First off, okay. There's a lot to cover here. I feel like there's a lot to cover, right? Can you cover this? I plan to. Oh, it's a honk.
Is a vault hunter.
So I'm happy they're bringing pets back. At least just one. I think a lot of people liked that Flack was able to have a pet ability. I think that was good.
What use is a
I think the Vault Hunters that we have lack color and vibrance and uniqueness. Unique.
killer?
Color wise.
A brute.
That's cool. I like the shield that he has. Not gonna play as him though.
Rule breaking, loot taking.
That looks cool. Was about to say seems a bit washed out compared to the usual. That's the thing is I like that's like the one thing I'm not a fan of.
Running and gunning that.
The dual axes though is pretty badass, I will say.
Disaster.
Don't know who this chick is. I feel like she's just a thrown in like we have to have the siren, we have to have she could be the Moe's character actually. I love Borderlands 3.
You are.
So she could be like a pseudo siren, how like Maya could like phase bubble people in 2. That's like technically phase bubbling.
In a word.
Technically.
Mayhem.
This guy. Look at this guy. This is Rafa. He looks a lot different from when we were first introduced to him. This is the guy I'm playing as because of his hand swords. I think that looks cool.
That personally.
And the guns. That looks cool. Minimap where that's the issue I'm facing. See, because they mentioned Destiny and like fucking Randy Pitchford. Sad man. Alright, where we at? Where's our gameplay where we're walking around the snow? Also, it's been 6 years since Borderlands 3 in the timeline. That means all of our characters will be aged up. That means Ava might still be fucking annoying 6 years later.
Pandora at the end of Borderlands 3 by the legendary Vault Hunter Lilith. Kairos. Event that
Thank you for the honk. Why does he look like just like me for
disrupted the Timekeeper's perfect order.
Fan favorites for
I like the new look they gave Amara, I'll be honest. Also, I'm happy our boy's back. I'm a Zane main, just throwing that out there. And I'm happy Moxie is still, you know, bar hopping like usual.
Zane and Moxie.
But
You'll also meet new friends
along for the ride.
You thinking might?
Last but not least,
The Echo 4. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fucking fan of that. I like the Echo 3 and the Echo 2 and the Echo. I just like the whole EchoNet system. And I understand, like, timeline-wise, you can't, like, Moxie's guilt status now. She fucking is, I guess, dude. How old is... Hey, Siri, how old is Moxie in Borderlands 3? Cool, he didn't turn on. Now I just look like a fucking moron. Hold on. She's like in her 40s or 50s. But like, I don't like the Echo 4. It reminds me of Navi.
is Echo 4. This helpful drone follows you everywhere. Objectives. But enough of all.
Join up with your friends.
I like this. I think this looks good. I think the UI and everything and just the whole title screen is good, and that's an issue. If I think that looks good and I don't like everything else.
On the fly.
Full
crossplay at launch.
Venturing into
full crossplay at launch is really good too. I really like that because I know I have some friends who play on console and not PC.
to Terminus Range, a frigid
Floor.
locate has been conducted.
This, I fucking hate this. Look at this. I do not like this at all. Okay, come on. Thank you. This, here's, if you've been, hey, what's up, Astrid? What's going on, homie? If you have been in my Borderlands 3 playthrough on stream, you have heard me talk about many times how I don't like the 3D map and how I like when it was flat in all the other games. I think it's perfect. So why the fuck did they do that? What is that? What is this Destiny, Halo 5? The dual axe guy is the Zerker. Oh, without a doubt. Without a fucking doubt, I think he's going to be one of the best. Like, I think he's going to be a fan favorite, to be honest with you. I already like him for the axes. I don't like that. Destiny 2, Halo 5, Halo Infinite looks like new God of War terrain. That too. I feel like I'm good, just tired. Just tired. Dude, I'm sorry. Please feel better. And the whole like leveling system at the bottom, I liked that. This right here reminds me of, like, I'm pointing. The fuck am I doing? Like, it doesn't remind me. It looks like we press right arrow or left arrow and it heals you. I don't like that. The thing that I like about Borderlands games is you have to find health or you go to the health vending machine.
Conducting grotesque
New movement ability. These make getting around more fun. Along with dash, double jump, climbing, and point grapple.
Those are going to be good. I think dash and double jump are going to be fun to use. Especially since Mass Effect doesn't have a jump button.
Beautiful world. And to bring
I don't like it. It's too blocky. Here's the thing: is oh man, I keep pausing and we're just ranting at this point. Borderlands 2 is like the godchild. It's like the golden goose of what you need to have for a good video game. Good story, good physics and gameplay, just overall a good time, right? And but there's very little to it. Not in a bad way, but in the way of like it's a game, like, and that's it. Like you get a game, and there's like base mechanics where in pre-sequel you get like butt slams and oxygen, and actually like ever since then they've been building on it. I feel like this is building on stuff that was wrong with 3, and that's it. And then like they're like, oh, we heard you guys. Loot drops are gonna be better now. And that's it. That's like the one thing they fixed. And they were like, well, it's not broke. It's not broke, so let's fix it.
to life, we've introduced dynamic weather and events.
That would be cool.
You constantly have new things.
Flying bees who attack.
Those are just rats. Rats? No, not rats. Those are just the racks. And then it's not a new enemy. It's the same enemy with different stuff. I just don't like it. Look at that. Look at how crowded this is. What is half of this? I don't like a compass map. I think a compass map is lurk PP. Monotone as fuck. Loot in Borderlands 3 was way too easy to get. Yeah. And going through it again, I have so many legendary drops on basic enemies. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I like the direction they're going with getting on launch of 3 is very polluted. Yeah. I haven't heard that one yet. Happier sounds are working. Nothing felt good. No, dude. Like, this visually looks good. The game, like, get rid of all of the UI. This game looks fantastic. I don't like this. I don't need to. I already know what guns I have. If I, for some reason, need to know what guns I have and I'm reminded, oh, up is my SMG and right is my other SMG. That's an assault rifle on top. That's not an SMG. I don't know. I hope there's a way to turn that off. And the whole leveling system right here, again, it feels very AAA gamey, like COD or just, I don't know.
Here we've come across a silo, one of several new activities in Borderlands 4.
You'll naturally discover short gameplay experiences like this all across Kairos. There's no need to pick up a mission first. These are auto-granted and tracked on your HUD.
So,
Silos house old, decommissioned order tech that you can hijack for the Crimson Resistance.
the Crimson Resistance?
We'll hack into their network and release the...
You gotta remember, gamers who have been with Borderlands since the first are old now. Borderlands 2 came out when I was in like junior high, so I like that visual. I'm gonna forget shit. Okay, well listen, buddy. That was my nickname in high school. I don't know which part you're talking about, Mikey, but me too.
communications balloon.
It just doesn't feel Borderlands to me. Like the Crimson Evader. Oh, the Crimson Resistance, dude. Why don't they keep the same name? I am gonna be embarrassed. I'm about to be fucking Randy Pitchford over here. I'm excited because I want to know what happens next. It's like going to a shit movie. It's like, oh, like movie 1 and 2 is fantastic, but movie 3 is terrible. 4 and 5 is awesome though.
And as a bonus,
it's like that's how I'm feeling.
Approximate look.
Don't like it. I hate the map. I like that doesn't look like Marcus Munitions. I don't like change. I don't like change, and that's what bothers me. I do like the grappling hook though. It's because of Amara for sure. What do you mean for Amara? Oh yeah. Why the name changed? It's a lore thing, most likely. It more than likely is. I think Crimson Raiders have been like, I think that's a good name to have, but they're really not raiding much, I guess. Also, I do like that Elpis has been transported to somewhere. I feel like we're gonna start out. Like, here's my prediction. This is a YouTube short. Here's my prediction. We're gonna start out on Pandora, and then we're go on the Sanctuary 3, and then we're gonna have some sort of thingy, some sort of like, oh, we have to go to Elpis. We have a mission on Elpis that we have to go do. What the fuck did you text me? You could have just said that in chat. You could have just said that in chat. Wouldn't have flagged it. And then they're gonna be like, guys, we found Elpis. Lilith's there, and then we're gonna have to rush to Elpis. Apparently we've been looking for Elpis for 6 years is what we're doing. We're going to play a little bit on Elpis, just a little bit. We're not going to get a whole fucking map on it like we did in pre-sequel. And then we're going to go to, what is this, Carius? Carius? What is this planet? And then this is where the main game is going to take place. These are cool. It reminds me too much of Destiny though, but these are cool. I think Catch a Ride should be involved somehow, but it's just me. It's going to start on the new planet. I think it was said. Oh. Then that's fucking dumb. No, I don't like that. Call me right now, please. Has this ever happened to you? Ground Pound, I'm excited it's making a comeback. I am not a fan of the new enemies either. Only because I was excited to mainly kill psychos. Donkey Kong? Yeah, man. They took inspiration. Donkey Kong actually took inspiration from them. Also, grapple hook. Are they going to do the thing? Grab that barrel and throw it. Grab that barrel and throw it. Doing the whole, like, barrel punch and shooting, that's fucking cool. I'll admit, that is cool.
Know that there's a vault fragment around here somewhere.
I know there's a vault fragment around here somewhere, like I didn't just fucking make the game. Bye, Mikey. Thank you for stopping in. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I know there's a vault fragment. Let me follow the fucking waypoint set for me.
We're meeting up with none other than the Tigra Partali herself, Amara.
I like Amara.
Be the
In some property clear them out.
Put a ton of work into making it better than ever. Our improved lot party. This way, everyone can tune the experience to their liking.
Changing the difficulty, so Shroom, if you and I play, that'd be pretty cool, right? And you want to play on True Vault Hunter mode or whatever, and I just want to play on normal. That's pretty cool. I like that. I don't know how that would work, per se. Because are your enemies going to be, like, if we do that, right? And you're on True Vault Hunter mode, like, if it makes a comeback for some reason, if it wouldn't, what the fuck? are your enemies? I never liked Amara, honestly. I think she's okay. I never played the Siren ever. It's just not my forte. But like, will your enemies, like this is level 23 enemy, right? And I'm on normal mode and you're on true Vault Hunter mode. Is that enemy's health bar going to go down faster on my end? Like, I don't know how that's going to be balanced, and that's the thing that worries me. Oh, dude, the thing where she can summon the cat and then it changes based on the effect of the weapon is pretty cool. I like that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're getting some buffers. Okay, state of play is... shouldn't be a difficulty that is changeable in game.
Everyone else heard the talking creep, right?
Okay, we're gonna...
feels like the product of Lichter's twisted mind.
Okay.
Another of his experiments.
Okay,
If
we're
he's
glitching
doing
out
this
for a
to
minute.
Creeps, I shudder to think what he's doing to Lilith. We need to get inside.
Like, I want the challenge, and that worries me. I want that challenge. No, it will scale to where we do the same kind of damage. Okay, that's even worse, actually. Okay. Okay, I wanna see Randy Pitchford actually talking about it. That's what I wanna see. I wanna see him doing the actual thing. Deep dive. Okay, yeah, this again, I'm not a fan of how this looks. I just don't like that. If I wanted to play Destiny 2, I would be playing Destiny 2 over Borderlands.
Chaining our new traversal abilities together makes combat more dynamic than ever.
Makes combat more dynamic than ever. I don't know where he said it, but he said that this is a great introduction for new players. And this is no disrespect to new players who willingly choose to start at 4. Because I started at 2, you know. But I just don't get, like, why do you want to cater to a new audience? Have the audience play your other games first. I get it, it's money reasons, and I understand market trends, and I understand all of that. I'm just a whore who doesn't like change, okay?
That air vent.
Now that we're in the black site, let's take a moment to talk about loot.
Why? What is it? Well, I don't need this. And I know that I heard some complaints about 3 where like you hover over your gun like right here, and the text is this big. So
in Borderlands 4, each piece of gear
I'm happy they don't have flavor text. I'm happy that they listened and changed the font size, but they don't have flavor text. Oh, they do have flavor. Well. License sticky mag? Whoa. Fire sticky gyro that explode on reload or switching modes. That's cool. TDR license accessory. Shooting legs. Thrown weapons has legs and shoot. I like that. Can switch between corrosive and incendiary elements. I do like that. So the base one... Stream elements. Why are you freaking out right now? The base one, like, so this is Maliwan gun, and I have Maliwan stuff. Okay.
Manufacturers with their own characteristics.
Weapon charges before firing in full auto mode.
There's Jacobs with crit-friendly black powder weapons.
That's all I'm going to be using, chat. That's it. That's all we're using in this game, by the way. I don't want to use anything else. And maybe Maliwan, because apparently there's no Hyperion guns, which is weird. Maybe Torg, but fuck, I don't know.
The elemental expertise of Maliwan.
I do like Maliwan guns, though.
Who solve lower accuracy with more bullets. The toss to reload Tedior.
Tedior?
Torg with explosions!
With explosions! That sounds so fucking weird.
Order with powerful charge and release blast.
So that's their bad guy gun. The Ripper is the... Okay, so these are just the guns based on that planet and based on these enemies. That's all. It's just like the COV guns or a bandit weapon.
Use Daedalus, which can use multiple ammo types.
But that's just the start.
That's
We've
just the
introduced
start.
an all-new licensed parts system. This allows for behaviors and abilities from multiple manufacturers to spawn in a single weapon.
So I like that. I think there's a lot of uniqueness that can be done with that. However, I think in the event that I'm right about this, they're going to make it where it's just, oh, my gun spawned. Oh, it's a Vladov gun. Oh, well, it just so happens to have a Hyperion shield, a Malawan effect, and a Torg effect. I can't change it, but I like this gun. If you can interchange, like, different parts. What am I fucking talking about? That's stupid. Never mind.
For instance,
that's dumb.
This flat-off assault rifle
Why would they do
features
that?
a Torg mag, Hyperion shield, and a Mali 1 elemental switch, meaning it shoots fast and explodes things. The higher the rarity, the more parts that can randomly spawn, creating wilder and wilder loot.
And that's before even getting into alt fire modes, underbarrels, and elemental damage.
The possibilities are truly endless.
To support playing with your favorite
I am man enough to admit when I'm wrong. From the looks of it, I was wrong. Oh no, I'm not wrong. Never mind.
manufacturer, we've added enhancements. This new type of gear replaces artifacts and provides bonuses to specific.
Yeah, I was wrong. No, I was fully right. Never mind. I thought I was wrong.
Across the game. We've worked hard to make sure all our gear feels better than.
That's cool. Just walks up. Imagine that. Some guy just walks up, fucking kills you. You explode into a billion pieces.
Gear feels better than ever, while also making rarity matter again. This makes for our most satisfying loot chase ever. And at the top of everything are legendaries. These have always had unique effects that you won't find on any other piece of gear.
I like that.
But in Borderlands 3, they drop too often. This not only devalued legendaries, it made everything feel less valuable.
I like that gun. I really want to try it. I think it looks cool.
Guns feel great, but now legendaries will truly be special events here on Kairos. Back to our loot chain, and we know you'll love grinding all that great gear on Kairos.
Kairos. I like that. I think that'll be cool.
Now can blow stuff up as often as you want.
Action skills. I'd been using Incarnate. Freedoms with Augment skill.
Endless completely respawn.
Platoon change Trouble's damage from kinetic to shock.
That's cool. I mean, I don't really have much else to say about it. I'm pretty...
I could have done other buffs, but thankfully our fight for your life mechanic makes a return.
Thankfully, a mechanic that is a staple of our fucking franchise makes a return. I would be kind of pissed if Fight for Your Life just didn't come back. I'll be honest, I hate it. I hate going down and then realizing in those moments that I have to kill something or that's it. And I die, I have to start over. I'd be more mad if it didn't come back though.
Of course, I could have avoided it in the first place if I had just used my ref kit. This new piece of gear provides health and other buffs, like temporarily boosting my elemental damage, rate of fire, or movement speed.
I'm almost afraid to ask what's in the tube.
Oh, look at these guys.
Loot to run bosses. Now you can boss.
That's actually going to be really cool. No more save loading to redo bosses. I think that is going to be so fucking awesome. Like, imagine you have a vault monster and Moxie's like, somehow I have the vault monster, baby. I don't know why I'm doing great value handsome Jack, but yeah, all the fucking buttholes.
Boss replay and use
endgame later. Putting all
that one at our first. And from everyone at Gearbox.
How many of these people don't want to be here? As someone who has to professionally take photos and videos of people. Alright guys, we're going to pause for a second. He just picked up a grenade and threw it. I think that's going to be cool. But... Here's why I'm worried. Here's why I'm worried. Here's why I'm super fucking worried about this. Here's why I'm super worried about this. Because the last time a game company promised me good, and a game company that I really like promised me really good, and said, we're going to go back to our roots, and we're going to go and we heard you, and this is going to be a good game, literally caused the company to shut down with how poorly the game was. And I don't think Borderlands 4 is going to be a poorly made game. They're really gonna have to pull something out of a hat this time around, because 3 story, I'm playing it right now and I'm okay with it, but a lot of people weren't, right? And then New Tales happened and it was even worse. And then the Borderlands movie happened and it was even worse. So they're not really on a winning streak right now. They're more on a, like, this is it. I think this is it. I think this is the make or break for the franchise, to be honest with you. Because they had, like, 3's good. 3's a really good game. I'm okay with it. A lot of people aren't. A lot of people hate it because of the story. I get that. But again, you have, like, 2 flops majorly. You spend a shit ton of money on. Telltale Games came back to fucking make the second one, and it flopped poorly. And Borderlands movie flopped poorly. So we're here, and 2 comes out, and then pre-sequel comes out, and Tales from the Borderlands comes out, and we're just climbing, and then we're starting to flatten out a little bit, and then 3 comes out, and we're doing this little number. And then, towards the end, three's really good now, based on all the stuff. We're skyrocketing, and then we're starting to flatten out. New Tales comes out, and we take a deep dive. And then Borderlands movie comes out, and we take another deep dive. And now this is coming out, and we can either flatten out, go up, or fucking sink, dude. I don't know. This looks like Borderlands. Put a minimap here. Oh, minimap here. Health and shield, staggered here. Quests here. I forget what's in this area. We're about to play Borderlands 3, so leveling experience down here. You got yourself a game. You got your ammo down here too. Got yourself a game. That's Borderlands. That's literally like a staple. People are looking at that your entire game, and your solution is to get rid of it. I just don't like it. That's all. That's just me. Let's play some games. Let's play some fucking games.